Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Société Sportive de Jeux de Paume et de Squash for the semi-final of the French Open. My name is Ben Gatenbeek. Joining me is Sammy Legg. How are you doing this evening, Sammy?
Doing well, thanks, Ben. We're in for a couple of seriously good matches tonight. Levi Gale versus Steve Virgona first up here. Today is, of course, Steve's birthday. We won't say how old he is because it's coming up very soon. But
yeah, well, first we'll look at Levi Gale. Gale playing his first Open semi-final. Been a great week for him, hasn't it?
It has. He had a couple of great wins. First over Leon in 4 sets in the quarterfinals, and Lewis Williams in the quarterfinals. Levi Gale round of 16.
Leon Smart round of 16. Yeah, that's the one. Too many L's.
Yeah, Levi and Leon was a real mouthful.
Yeah,
it was, however, very fiery, very competitive match.
Yeah, 5 sets in the end, and I think 4 sets in the end it was. By the time we got to the 4th set, I think Leon knew that there was no way that he was going to be winning that particular match. Whereas his match against
Lewis was significantly more convincing.
He came out of the blocks a lot faster.
6 love in the first set.
6 love in about 12 minutes.
With 8 points lost, I think.
Yeah, and then slowed down after that.
Yeah, he's been complaining of extremely tight forearms and tight shoulders, so he's going to be giving it everything in this match. He's been warming up for a little while, not as long as Steve. Steve loves his long warm-ups these days. It's been a very good week for Levi. He's looking to break into the top 20.
He's in the top 20. I think he might get into the top 15 as a result of he's 18 at the moment.
18 at the moment. Top 15 is very well on the cards.
Yeah. His opponent today, Steve Virgona, is in the middle of his quest for a career Grand Slam, a quest that's been going on for some 20 odd years. He had a good opportunity 2 years ago, played Nick Howell in the final here. The French Open is the one that he hasn't got. He's got the other 3. And another excellent opportunity this year.
Again, he's going to want it more than ever this year. It's only going to get harder and harder to win from here on, especially with the timing of this Open being concurrent with the World Championships, with lots of the big hitters out of this tournament over in Newport supporting Cam and John.
In a way, it's a shame that Cam and John can't make it here, but also the history books will just show who won the tournament.
Yeah.
You have to go digging into the draws to realise that it's not going to be as strong as it perhaps could have been.
No.
But we would like for them to be able to come and participate in the future as well.
Yes.
And I think hopefully the powers that be will be able to make that happen and make it possible to actually have a men's player win a Grand Slam and a World Championships in the same year, which is possible for the women's.
Yes.
But has never been done for the men's. Neither Rob nor Cam has done it.
2025. On the receiving side, Steve Virgona. On the service side, Levi Gale. Best of 5, 6 game sets. Best of luck. Love all. Play. Chase. One better than second.
So starting with the railroads from Levi, it's something that we'll probably expect to see a lot of from him tonight. It's been giving him a lot of success over the course of the tournaments. Has served high serves here in the past, but I think that railroad is what he's locked in on.
No strokes. Chase 5. Lost it.
They just took a little extra bounce on the penthouse on the way down.
15 love.
Hadn't
Has
feathered it.
one better than second gallery.
May have fallen good. Chase 5 is shorter than you think here at Paris because we've got the French chase rules.
It's roughly worse than 2.
Roughly worse than 2, yeah. Divide it by half and you'll get to about right. If you're watching from anywhere else in the world.
Has one better than second gallery. 15 love. One chase.
That's the serve you want to receive on a hazard chase, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Big angle on the galleries.
Batty 15. Chase. 4 worse than second gallery. $40-15. 4 worse than second gallery.
So, it's still early stages here, just both players feeling each other out a little bit. I haven't really locked in on that serve just yet, but that will come.
We'll say marking tonight is Paris head professional Rod McNaughton.
Yeah, it gave both players the opportunity to say if they wanted to be marked in French or English, and they've
40-15.
chosen to be marked in English.
4 worse than second gallery. Up.
No wonder Levi's shoulder's sore.
Second serve railroad. Looking to get into those hazard galleries on playing off the chase.
30-40.
Took the risk going cross court and it did pay off, but that was an error from Steve.
That's the second gallery.
Any predictions for tonight, Sammy, for this match?
I was just having a chat with Lewis Williams, and my prediction tonight is 3 sets. Steve's going to want to get out off the court super quick. He's got to back it up tomorrow in doubles. And I think Nicky and Shanks can go to
That's the second
4.
gallery. 30-40.
But no upsets tonight, I think. Especially not if Gale
Game,
keeps doing
first
that.
game.
No. First opening of the night, Steve opens up the grill tally. And that's unfortunate, that can happen a bit here in Paris. Very steep penthouses, just sends the ball directly into the air.
Hazard 1. Up. Ace 8.
Great drive there from Gale.
That's lad.
I think we're going to be seeing a lot of
Hazard
that
1. Chase 8.
from both of the players tonight. The drive's been extremely effective in previous matches. It's very difficult to kill the ball here at Paris. It's very bouncy, so you have to find either a very, very long length with cut on the floor or drive for the nick.
Hazard 1. On the chase.
Hits the galleries on the hazard chase,
40
takes the point.
Chase 8.
Clinical stuff from Virgona.
Up. On the chase. Game. 2 games to love. Up. Forwards from last guy.
No more dead-ons, barely missing there.
Up.
Oh, that one just jammed back at him. That can happen a bit here in Paris. Just you're playing for the ball that's going to slide into the corner. It just kicks up out of that side, and Levi wasn't quite ready for it. Doesn't really play like any other court in the world, except maybe Fontainebleau.
It doesn't play like Fontainebleau, I can tell you that for sure. Played there earlier this week and it's completely different.
4 worse than last guy. No strokes. Chase off. On the line. Chase 10.
There's 2 ways of marking chases here in France. In the French Open, they play on the line. In social matches, they play nearest the zone.
15 lap.
They round up.
Yeah, they round to the nearest number, whereas at the Open, they play on the line.
Okay, 12.
Which is why we heard Steve asking, was it 4 on the line?
Score. 15 laps, leads, 1 chase.
Steve just asking the members in the side gallery to keep quiet.
Up.
See Steve second serve for the first time in the match. Bubble serve.
Up.
And it's not a good one. No.
15 all.
Levi's going to win the match. He can't be doing that.
Up.
See that bubble again.
Battle.
Successful this time, but a great main dead-ons attempt from from Levi.
Stop.
I think he's going to be looking at hitting as many of those as he can. Found his length really well against Lewis last night.
Right up.
That one's just popped
Ball
off
to
the bottom
30,
ledge
chase
of the
12.
dead on straight into the air. Very close to sliding in. I was going to say, one of the things to remember about Steve's week so far is that he hasn't actually been tested all that much. He played Jack Josephs in the first round, who was a qualifier. He played Ben Yorston in the quarterfinals. He
Dispatched
about 10.
very quickly in Marquee.
Yeah. Hasn't played a doubles match yet because he received a bye.
Ball to 30,
This is
receive
the first time
lead,
he's cast
chase
against
12.
a near peer opponent.
Lost it.
And by that I mean anyone ranked inside the top 25.
Yeah.
Juice. Advantage. One, yes, Levi. Well done.
Opportunity here for Gale to get in.
Case 9. Up.
Gale sticking with that second serve railroad. Great finish from Gale.
Advantage, chase 9.
Opening up his girl tally.
Yeah, I was going to say, Gale's on that second serve railroad, partly because the railroad is just so effective here in Paris that why wouldn't you serve it, but also because Steve is so good at turning on the ball. Anything that's got any kind of width, that bubble serve or a demi PK.
And even as we saw there on that second serve railroad, turning on railroads,
Yes.
sort of his specialty.
So it kind of forces you into having to
Advantage,
serve
receiver. Chase 9.
almost exclusively railroads.
Lost the chase.
Or, as we saw Ben Yorston play in his
Yes.
match, caterpillars.
Yeah,
But it's very difficult to serve caterpillars effectively for
very exciting though.
3 sets
Up.
or 5 sets.
Some would say that if Levi's arm gives out, it would be a good option.
Advantage. Game. 3 games to love.
Virgona is on a mission tonight, it seems. 3 love already.
Good. 15 love. Allez. Up.
Oh, that one's just snuck in under the height of the bando.
15 all.
Virgona playing for bando or penthouse.
Up.
cannot give Virgona a ball on the side of the house. He will absolutely destroy it as he did there. 30-15 up.
No, that was an error from Steve, but I like the aggressively cutting off balls going to the back wall. Something that we don't see as many of the scratch to low single figure handicaps doing. When you get to +5, +8, +10, they start to cut more off, play really aggressively. Evident in Steve's game so far.
Ace 14.
Yeah, I think perhaps with the scoreline the way it is in this first set, it might be that Levi's just getting a little bit drawn into the force as his primary option now. I think he's kind of came out looking to play into the corners, found that didn't work, and is kind of into a little bit of a hit and hope stage, as opposed to using the remainder of this set to try and figure out a viable strategy.
As we know, trying to force through a Steve Virgona is not easy.
Lost case. Juice. Advantage receiver.
That's that playing it early from Levi, but the ball wasn't jamming on the side wall, so it was more of an easy shot.
Still a great choice though.
I guess when you get to that +5, +10 level, you've got so much time that you can step across and cover it.
Yeah.
It's just pure experience.
Game.
So, Levi Gale on the board here in this French Open semi-final first set.
Last guy.
Sensible play there. I think we're going to see Steve wanting to dominate this match from the server's end.
Yeah, Gale hasn't really attacked those galleries much yet.
No, he's been trying to force through the backhand.
J6.
We've got a question in the live chat from Sav Cremona down in Sydney. Hi guys, it looks like there are no chase lines on the floor beyond the doors. How are the chases played and marked? So all the chase, in theory, the numbers are still there. So there is still, you can still have chase the door or chase the first gallery, or two worse than the first gallery. And it's a case of just guess and hope.
Yeah, it's mostly ambiguous from that point in.
Yeah. You'll also notice there's no separate colouring for chase last gallery, which is this is the only court in the world that does that. So if there were lines there, it'd be very confusing. Great finish from Gale. Just a bit more patient in that rally.
Chase 6.
I think earlier he was trying to force the force to come a lot sooner.
On the chase.
Great finish on chase 6. Remember, that's more like a chase 3.
Passing out. lap.
I think he just loaded it a little too close to Steve's forehand there. I really like that particular angle against Steve, just hitting the ball.
Yeah, game.
Hitting the ball on the wall at around about 6.
More balls, please.
Deep into the corners.
Deep into the corners against Steve.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the spot to aim for. We're all out of balls after 5 games, so short break here. And I think that game that we've just seen has been the best game for Levi in this match so far. I think he's just gotten over the excitement of being in a semi-final and actually getting down to business. Hopefully we see more of that as this game, and make this game a contest. I think we'll want to see a tight semi-final here tonight.
Exactly, he's a tough competitor, Gale. It's encouraging to see him settle into this match at 2-3 down first set, rather than, say, a 5-love situation.
Yeah, it's also easy just to kind of give the set away from 3-love, but one thing we know about Levi is that he's going to fight for every game. Doesn't matter if he's 3-love down, 5-love down, 5-love up, it's all the same to him.
2 games to 3. Serve lead. Roll. Up.
Going up, covering the galleries. I don't really think that's the percentage play there. I think just give away the door, give away second gallery there. What a finish too, just coming around it, making sure he had enough width to play the forehand, giving himself the space to play the shot. Winning gallery would have been extra special, but it did the job.
As it won, 2 chases.
I was going to say, with Virgona up covering the galleries there, it's just, where's the percentage play in that? Because if Levi just takes one look, he just knows he's got a guaranteed chase of last gallery or better. And all it takes is your opponent to realise that you're going to run up.
Yeah,
it
was a strange time, I think, to go. I think there's definitely a time and a place to cover the galleries.
If you're playing off a hazard chase, then sure.
Absolutely.
But in the middle of open play, it doesn't seem wise to me. I mean, he's a +10, I'm a 40. You know, he's got his reasons, but.
If you get it right, if you get it right.
So first chase is 3 worse than last gallery.
If you get it right, you look great.
You look like a hero, but if you get it wrong,
I think people get it wrong more than they get it right.
Your opponent's got the choice there in that situation.
As long as they know you've done it. Great finish from Gale over the lowest part of the net.
15 all, hazard 1.
Fabulous angle under the grill.
Up. Up.
That's the risk of a second serve railroad.
Back to 15.
I do like that he's standing further up the court for the second one, though. So encouraging that first
40,
bounce
15.
to be just that little bit further over the stroke line, so it's less likely to be a foul.
Again, they're really using those angles really well, that particular rest. Loving the fight from Gale here.
A few great longer drives, almost nicks. Great gets as a result of.
Hazard 1. Advantage. Hazard 1.
We've heard from Levi in the previous few hours that the Preston membership have been extremely vocal in the live chat of the YouTube stream.
Yes, it's been great to have all the fans from Preston in the live chat. I think they're some of the best fans of the game going around, really getting behind their pros.
Hazard 1. Game. 4 games to 2.
Pivotal game here for Gale.
Up. Here's the door.
Great length there from Steve.
15 love.
That's that exceptionally short one.
It's 13.
I think one of the things that Levi's done over the course of this match so far is just be a little bit more patient in the rally. I think early on in the first 3 games or so, he was looking to force, looking to get out of the rally very, very quickly. And I think more recently he's been trying to just wait, be patient, wait for the opportunity to come in the rally before driving home the winner. And I think that's why he's come up from 3-love down to 3-2. And now he's at 4-2, and I think the 3-love is going to be very difficult for him. But he's giving himself the opportunity by playing good tennis. Great defense from Virgona there. Just
Batting up. Chase 13.
You have to hit the winner 3 times over.
Up. Last guy, 40 up.
So points now for 5-2. We're going to just stepping it up a gear in the last couple of games. His defence has been really solid. Just Gale's having to hit 3 winners every rally at the moment.
Yeah, Steve, not renowned, well known for his retrieving game, but still.
40 laps, 7 leads.
I don't think that's. I mean, I quite rate Virgona's retrieving game. To be fair, I've seen him play doubles.
Yeah.
I know what you mean though. Like you think retrievers,
punter.
You think Cam and John and so on, but
you don't think someone as powerful as Steve.
Too bad it lost the chase. Gale charging up to defend the hazard galleries twice in that rally. Very
Steve
impressive.
But showing his power, boasting. Boasting those retrieve shots, which usually would get hit to a good length by other retrievers. And that's where he comes in.
Up.
Lefty drag, catches his foot for a stroke.
Doesn't like the ball, apparently.
No, it's bad luck ball.
Yeah.
So we are seeing if we're going to mix up the serve a little bit. Got side roll and drag. Another side roll. The lefty side roll is so similar to the lefty rail rate. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. Just to pick up on what you said before about Steve being a retriever, I think it's the case that Steve can be a really good retriever, but it's just not how he decides to play.
No.
And I think he much prefers to be that pace on, heavy cut, big boasts. But I think one of the things with the champions like Steve and Rob Fay and Camden Riviere is they have all this stuff in their locker. They just don't need to use it most of the time until they do.
Yeah, they can always fall back on it in harder times.
Chase.
Oh, that's unfortunate from Gale. Had to hit the grill there. First carrier chase, you cannot leave it open. Yeah, so those champions, they do have those 3 or 4 different play styles in their locker, whereas the scratch players, the zeros, kind of just have one. And that's the difference between the zeros and the plus 10s and plus 15s.
One chase. That's you. Up.
So first set point now for Steve Virgona.
And the secondary.
I think of all the chases you can have on a set point, defending a set point, has a secondary is not the worst.
No, absolutely not.
You'll have plenty of options. I think we're probably going to see a high back wall, given how Gale likes to play hazard chases.
I'd love to. I'd love to.
Be a bold choice on a set point down and someone as fast as Steve.
Ball 30, serve leads.
It's what he's been doing all
Hands
week.
secondary.
Has to be given the ball, of course. But defends it with the forces though. That's the first set point saved.
No high back ball. Disappointed.
Just don't think he quite got enough on it.
He's done well there though.
Just snuck it into the dead on.
Slow tickle those down the line.
Advantage, receiver.
For a court with such a high ceiling, the out of court line is strangely low.
Oh, there's the power from Gale and a fist pump to go with it.
3 games to 5.
Brings it back to 3-5.
Chase 4. Chase 9.
There's that drive you've been talking about.
Yeah, we saw the two shots that I was exactly talking about. The super short length that dies exactly in the nick, and then the nick roller.
Yeah, if you don't hit that nick either on the first or the second bounce, then it's going to pop on this court, yeah, and be very easy. And for someone like Steve, it's just going to be bread and butter stuff.
Yeah.
Steve does so much practice. He would come to a tournament nice and early, get lots of practice courts in, learn the court. We understand how is it playing today, how the ball's playing.
No strokes. Chase 4. On the chase. L3. 15 love. Chase 9. That's 15.
Gale's been searching for that grill a lot tonight. Hasn't quite had the accuracy on it that he perhaps would have liked, or perhaps would have needed if he wants to be challenging Virgona in this first set. Another set point.
40-30.
The thing with missing the grill against Virgona is that if you put it on the back wall low or anything like that, he's going to be on his forehand. And he's going to be able to hit that winner against, as compared to a right-hander who's going to be on their backhand, and they're still just going to push it back into your backhand corner.
Steve's he's gonna really attack that ball that you've floated in there to what would ordinarily be just a rally ball.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a little bit where he's gotten, where Levi's gotten caught out.
30, serve leads, chase 10.
He won't have played many left-handers at all in his career. So, set point, chase 10.
Game.
That will do it. First set to Steve Virgona.
Level.
One step closer to the French Open final. That ball's not rolled back close enough to the trough for Steve's liking.
First gallery is a long way up the court, but
given how Levi's been attacking the hazard galleries, it's not out of the question.
No, he's definitely gotten up there once or twice already in this match.
Lap. That's it up.
I think there's a question mark here, just how Levi responds to dropping the first set. He's kind of gone back to that route one approach. As opposed to when he was being more patient and waiting for the ball to hit. So kind of launching himself at it at the moment. If he can do it like that though, all good, but just I think in general he needs to either execute it better or put it away. I don't think it's quite there at the moment.
Preston assistant pro Vaughan Hamilton getting nice and vocal there in the hazard galleries.
There he goes, executes it 2 in a row.
That's your second gallery.
Oh, great coverage from Steve. Full stretch one side, full stretch the other.
30.
Gale's up
Second gallery.
Has the door again. On both sides of the court.
To use an old Australian phrase, it's all happening here in Paris.
It's all going on.
You're too young to have listened to Bill Laurie's cricket commentary.
Yes,
Yes,
that
okay.
is correct.
Fine. I'll leave it at that then.
40-30, receiver leads, chase second gallery.
Oh, Gale's done really well there. Retrieved well, eventually got the ball to hit high timbre. Steve was just caught in the back, backhand corner and couldn't do anything with it. Gave Gale the lofted lob for the winner.
High timbre, extremely effective in most courts. Severely underutilized.
Advantage.
They're going to move early there.
First game, second set.
Got into position to kind of cover the timbre, expecting the ball down the line, and Gale was just kind of beating for pace. I'm liking this from Levi Gale right now.
It's good. It's good length around the timbre, especially where here it's so bouncy. You can go around all the angles and then get a slightly easier shot off the battery ball.
Ace, 4 worse than last guy.
Fouled a little bit, that ball.
Foul on the penthouse.
No, on the back wall.
Oh.
Foul is when the ball has a lot of side spin on it, and it comes out at the same angle it goes in at. So let's have a look at the stats for that first set. 42 minutes for the set, 6 dead-ons for Levi. I've heard that expressed as if you're winning the dead-on counts, you're spending too much time down the hazard end.
There is some correlation between the two. You have to be spending time down the hazard end to be hitting dead-ons en masse.
Yeah. And identical chase lengths as well. Those long chases, we see it probably average chase lengths are about a good 4 yards longer than they are at, for example, Queens. Because you're hitting so much, you're not able to hit chase 2s, chase 3s as you would on an English court.
Significantly more difficult.
One chase. 30 lap. Hazard 4.
This is exactly the start of the second set that Gale would have wanted.
Yeah, buddy. 40 lap.
You're going to remind himself to focus. Really enjoying the pace that Gale's hitting the ball at the moment, because he hits the ball very low and flat, and it's either driving for the neck or getting that first bounce to be quite short. It's not popping as it has for a lot of other players here this week, who are hitting just as hard.
Yeah, they're hitting it with more spin, and either it's hitting the back wall and cutting down and bouncing, or
40 lap, serve leads, chase 10.
Top spin into the floor first and kicking up to 4 worse than last.
For a 2-love lead.
Game.
What a serve for a 2-love lead.
I was going to say I'd like to see Levi change up the railroads a bit. So
I don't.
Variation, but I don't think he needs it.
Stop.
Not at this rate, at least. Levi at the minute doing a great job of limiting Steve to the heavy boast return, which is dealing with on the forehand volley with some ease.
6.
You good?
Yeah, at the end of that first set, I'm thinking about some chats I've had with Chris Ronaldson about the railroad recently, where
Go
of
on.
course he had, 7, 8, 9 variations of railroad that he would call upon at any one time. But at 2 love up, I don't think there's any reason for Levi to change what he's doing. If that starts to go the other way, I would like to see some railroads from the middle, higher, spinnier, slower.
I think at this court though, because it comes back in so much here and RTC, with the 2 most extreme railroad courts going around, at least the ones the top guys play on, that you just need to focus on getting it low on the back wall or getting it to spin up and hug the battery wall. Like, you just need to execute it well.
Yeah.
I think for a court like Queen's, where it doesn't take that railroad quite as well, you do need to have that little bit more variation. But I think on the court like this, getting that natural variation is
It's much harder.
Up.
You don't get as many dodgy bounces off the penthouse here. It's
No.
very consistent.
chase 11.
Chase. 15 love. Chase 6. Up. That's it up.
Gale boasting all the angles, but just left the ball so high up the court that Virgona was never going to miss out on that.
Serving for 1-2.
There's that pace from Gale.
Vaughan Hamilton summing that one up perfectly.
15-40. Last guy. 15-40.
I think the argument is slightly different for a left-hander though, and the reason why is because your sidewall serve as a left-hander is so similar to your railroad as a left-hander that if you do think that your opponent is getting too comfortable coming into the railroad, throwing in one that's going to put him on the back foot, even on this court, even if it's just 1 in 10, just to keep him honest. I don't think it's a bad thing either.
15-40.
No, certainly not.
Up.
But for a right-hander, it's just length.
Yeah, especially when lefties can serve with such deception.
Game. 1 game to 2.
I think that point just shows how bizarre this court is. The ball that Steve slammed 2 strokes ago was bouncing back up over his head height.
Up.
And almost flush back ball.
Yeah.
Fifteen love.
Great angles from Gale. I think anything that was
15-all.
near to Steve, I think he's got the skill to volley that. Just managed to find the right angle that can't get to. I think it's one of the things I like about Gale's game the most, is just his use of the angles. Like that boast shot that he played. This is what I mean by that. So that boast shot that he's played, Virgona has no attacking option for that return.
No.
Virgona can only lob that back
To the
middle
low
of the
backhand.
court.
It's a very creative way of getting a potentially easy shot out of that result.
Yeah. And then to utilise it, the lob that you get back in to kill it and win the point.
Yeah, I think both of these players can utilise the angles insanely well.
Plus, it just looks good.
It's extremely flat.
Yeah, but it's entertaining. It's what makes real tennis such a fabulous sport, is that you can thread the needle in so many ways, as Levi Gale threads that into the dead on.
That's 15. Last guy. Chase off. What? He didn't touch it.
Been called chase off on the last gallery.
That's 15. Chase the door.
Contentious decisions there.
Yeah, I think Gale's just a little bit frustrated with a couple of those. Let's have a look at that last gallery. So it's come in low, it's hit the back wall, first bounce at 5. Virgona has whiffed it. The second bounce is one better than last, not on the last. It's close though.
It is close, a few inches, but
I don't think that's chased off. Let's have a look at
Rod could be slightly obscured by Steve there. With
yeah,
that
no,
angle
but
as well.
I think it's clearly that should have won the chase.
Chase the door.
He did the hard part so well and defended the galleries, got back in time, and then on the slightly easier one, just had a little bit too much time on it. It's a great shot, but he needs to execute it more often.
14-15.
Good couple of points for 3-2 up here, and the service end doesn't want to give away a chase here.
14-15. Base 14.
touch of commentator's curse, I think.
Yeah, I think Levi was a touch upset with some of the calls in the previous game. I hope that fires him up. He doesn't wallow in it. I think too many players wallow in markers' decisions they don't agree with just a little bit too much.
It's very easy to get sucked into...
Board 15, receiving lead, chase 14.
into believing the whole world's against you, against someone like Steve.
Great defence from Gale.
Game. 3 games to 2.
A perfectly weighted shot into Steve's backhand.
Up.
Gale back with the lead.
Secondary.
It's not a bad outcome, but he perhaps would have hoped for something a bit better than second from that shot.
Better than secondary. Has it.
Great use of the frame there from both players. Underutilised part of the racket.
Pay for it all.
May as well use it.
I think that last rally was an excellent example of. I think in fencing you have the who has the right of way, who's on the attack and who's on the defence. I think that rally you saw a couple of points where Levi was on the attack, a couple of strokes where Levi was on the attack, and then he made the error, and Steve was able to go on the attack until he made the error, and so on, back and forth. And to the casual observer, it just looks like they're hitting it about, but there's a lot more going on.
Yeah. Like fencing, it can go over a lot of people's heads.
If you put your fencing sword over someone's head, you're doing it wrong.
15 love.
Is that true? I don't know anything about fencing.
3 better than second gallery. Has it. Yeah.
Generally, you're trying to hit them in the head. That's what the face mask's for.
Oh, I see.
On the chase. How do you hit him? 30 love.
Might keep the fencing analogies to a minimum.
I mean, Virgona's, gone to defend the grill. It hasn't paid off for him, but it's one of those shots that really only the best players can do.
No, that's a level of anticipation above that of the zeros. The only player around that handicap who could think about playing that defence of the grill is your friend and mine, Ollie Pridmore.
Yeah, I was going to say that, yeah. He has great anticipation. He just needs a bit more experience on the court, I think, to get down to his level. But he's now a +2 handicap as well. A great win at the New South Wales Open recently.
Did you want them to walk through? Or do you want them to stop them? Yeah? That's you.
Rod McNaughton playing crowd control tonight.
Second guy.
Yeah, Ollie Prid more recently won the New South Wales Open singles and doubles, having saved match point in both finals, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that is correct.
I don't think I've seen a volley like that before from Levi. He stuck his racket up, but it kept moving away from him. He had to lean over to get there, but it paid off for him.
It's almost badminton-esque. I don't know if Levi's played any badminton.
No, you're exactly right. That's a badminton shot.
You have to have a very specific grip on the racket in order to make that work, which usually real tennis players go for quite open, and in badminton it's significantly more closed.
Second guy.
Are there any badminton players turned tennis pros?
Graham Highland.
Good knowledge.
It's very niche knowledge.
Yes. Place 4.
Great hold from Gale there. Virgona was covering his backhand corner. Just snuck it down into the forehand.
Advantage, chase 4.
So, Virgona, before he was a real tennis player, was a state level lawn tennis champ.
Correct.
Chose to play real tennis instead. A number of other players have done so, but I think more recently we've had more players come to this from squash than we have from lawn tennis amongst the top pros.
The likes of Darren Chappers, the old school Brett McFarlane.
Yeah, Josh Smith as well.
Advantage receiver, chase 4. Lost chase.
Gale was a real tennis prodigy from a young age as well, playing at Bridport. That was his main sport.
Impressed.
Unforced error from Virgona.
Advantage server.
Gale's searching for that grill. Cannot find it. That's unfortunate.
Case 1.
Robert Sheckman in the live chat, reminding us that the late, great Mike Gooding was a top badminton player.
It's good knowledge from
it's also good knowledge
from the Chief Badger Shanks. Thank you.
I was going to say, with Gale, he apparently snuck into the real tennis court as a kid and got discovered by Ben Ronaldson, who was working there at the time, and Ben gave him a right telling off and then said, "Would you like to come and play?" And so now we have him as one of the top 20 players in the world.
Chase 1.
It's impressive. I like that. Interesting railroad variation there from Steve.
Is it a railroad or is it a giraffe?
From a long way back in the court, I guess you could probably call it both.
Lefty serves are weird. Oh, what pace from Levi. Gale, 4-2 up now.
Wow, it's on fire.
4 games to 2. Has it? 1 better than second guy.
Normally back they're going to put those ones away.
that we've seen in the recent few games, Gale making really good use of his power from from specifically the return of serve, whereas we didn't quite see as much of that in the first set. He's having to work his way more into the rallies and losing a few points on the way to eventually finding a loose ball that he can put some pace onto, from the receiver's end, that is.
No strokes. Hazard. One worse than second, one better than second gallery. One better than second gallery. Hazard.
Another neck railroad from Gale. He's put quite a few of those in tonight.
Chase the line. One chase. 15 all.
Needed to hit hazard galleries sooner in that rally. Still exposed when I chase the line.
That's 15.
Would it be a safe assumption to make that on a chase the line or hazard the line will always favour the better target hitter?
In a way, yes, because you need that execution, but in another way, your floor game players can control the rally such that you never give them the option to hit target.
They're not the typical targets that...
There's 8.
No, because if you can play effectively up and down the battery wall, you just never give them the angle on their backhand, or for the Steve's case, the forehands, then it doesn't really matter that they can hit good targets, because they just don't have the shot.
Chase 8.
No, but if you give them something floor back wall with some inside out spin on it that will pop up nice and easily, it opens up things like Maymore dead-ons or Nick Roller's cross court, which the person that wants to play up and down the battery wall isn't going to cover.
Correct. Chase 8.
Well left.
Chase. Game. 3 games to 4.
Virgona here, serving for 4 all.
What a finish. First winning gallery of the evening.
15 love.
Winning galleries with the backhand always look more impressive.
Something about Roll Fade 2018.
The thing with Rob the Fade 2018 is he won it on a winning gallery in both of the eliminators and in the final.
Made a point of it.
It's how Nick Howe won his French Open here 2 years ago as well.
Off the side penthouse.
Into the winning gallery.
9. That's 15. Up.
Gale had the option to finish sooner with that high back wall shot, couldn't find the winner.
Then do you think what we're seeing in this second set, Steve has changed up his serving significantly from the first, where he was serving primarily sideball railroads and railroads? Do you think that's playing into Gale's returning game somewhat?
Perhaps. I don't think it's unusual for Steve to change his serve into a second set. It's always kind of going to be in that variation of forehand type serves out of that deep corner. He just doesn't really come up and play all too much with any other variations. It's all of a theme, as it were. Chase off on Chase the Line.
Wow. There we did see some backhand to backhand down the line, as we were talking about earlier.
In France, the net post is play on.
40-15.
Correction, the net post is chase the line if it goes over.
No, in France it's play on.
Up.
Anywhere else it's
And in opens they only play that. Okay, I see.
yeah. One of the many rule differences between countries. Gale fighting and fighting and fighting and just can't find that final ball yet. Searching that for that 5-3 lead. You just get the sense that if Gale's going to win sets, they're going to be tight sets. For him to find a six love is somewhat unlikely, which I think a six love is probably more likely in the other direction. But it's still very much possible that Gale can take this set and go on and do some further damage later down in the match.
Especially at 4-all.
40-15, Steve leads, chase 3. Off chase. 30-40.
One more point for 5-3.
Chase. 3 worse than the last guy.
Great opportunity here for Gale.
Yeah, last gallery chases are very defendable on this court. I think if you take a Queens, for example, then your last gallery chases is kind of like 50-50, but it's so hard to get the ball to stick into the chases, into the numbers.
Yeah.
3 worse than last guy. 30-40.
If you try and find a dead-ons, if you miss, it's very likely to lose it.
There we go.
It's much easier if you find the dead-ons there.
Yes.
It wasn't a hard hit force from Virgona, but it was definitely controlled.
It's great to see that he gave that Maymore dead-ons a chance.
Advantage receiver.
That if it missed, it would still, Levi would still have to play that. It's likely to be quite close.
Yes. The door.
Very important point here for Levi. Chase the door is very beatable.
get the sense in Levi's play the last little bit is he is feeling it in his legs at the moment. I think he's dropped a quarter of a yard of pace from the start of the match.
Quarter of a yard, that's very specific, Ben.
Well, the usual staying is half a yard of pace. And I don't think it's quite that much yet.
No, he is definitely having him just visiting us as a first. Visibly sweating. There's an element of perspiration.
Game rule. Yes, ball please, guys. No ball.
The vital ninth, and we're getting a break.
Yeah, so just a reminder, you're watching the French Open of the Jeux de Paume real tennis live from the Société Sportive de Jeux de Paume et de Squash here in Paris. My name is Ben Gazenbeek. I'm joined by Sammy Legg. We will have another semi-final for you after this match. That will be between Nick Howell and Robert Schenkman. Schenkman playing his first ever Open semi-final. Nick Howell looking to repeat his success from 2 years ago. Also tonight over on the USCTA channel, there will be a live coverage of the second day of the World Championship final. So plenty more tennis to come your way. But for now, we're here in the second set. Steve Virgona, the second seed, against Levi Gale, who is having the tournament of his life.
Second set.
Maiden semi-final, looking to take sets off the world number 5. That break of play is going to have favoured Levi.
Last game.
Steve, of course, having just won 2 games in a row to get back to 4-all, probably wanted to keep the train going.
Last go.
Couple of last go chases. Gale very happy with that outcome. Get down the service end. That's 4-all. So we see a replay of that very, very nice
straight down
force.
the line dead-ons.
Yeah. Definitely had Steve thinking he was going the other way as well.
It's a great change-up. Forces Steve to plant himself in the middle of the court rather than expecting to make more dead-ons.
15 love, serve leads. Last game.
Oh, another Nick Railroad from Gale.
Brilliant.
He's had half a dozen of those tonight, and they've always come at key moments. And that double fault has not come at a key moment. Very unfortunate timing for Gale.
15-30.
Gale's backhand getting a real workout.
Exceptional boasting from Steve there.
Just Steve's patience, just put it there again and again and again, and you'll get a good one.
That's you.
I'd love to make note that Steve's boasting that very, very close to the edge of the timbre, so he's giving it a chance to hit either timbre or main wall as well. There's an extra level of uncertainty that Gale has to take into account there. It's very impressive stuff.
15-30.
So points for 5-4. Point for 5-4. So there it is, 5-4 to Gale.
5 games to 4.
Playing under the grill instead of at it this time. Does give the risk here of rolling out to a hazard in Paris. Stayed good. Another great deception. He shaped up to play that one towards the timbre. His head tickled it back down into Steve's backhand. Had Steve going the wrong way, which he's done a couple of times in the last few games. Great stuff from Gale now. 2 points away.
$15-30. Stop.
Gale looking for the winning gallery, couldn't quite find it, but finds the winner eventually. Fist pump from him, and he is set point up against Steve Virgona.
Steve there. Ball was practically in the winning gallery, managed to volley it safe.
It's just the great anticipation that he has.
Ball to 15, receiver leads.
So set points. First set point saved.
The drama continues.
30-40.
Flashback wall and set point is just cruel.
It hurts. It hurts.
Second set point. That's it. Gale levels the match at 1-1.
Game. Second set, 6 games to 4. Change shirt.
So Steve off to change his shirt. Not sure what replay yourself stuck with there, Sammy. Take. So, one settle. We'll have a quick look at the stats from the second set. 46 minutes for the set, 4 dead-ons apiece. And Gale getting the advantage of the service end across the set. Winning a good number of points as well. Still those worse than second chases as the average chase length. So, into a third.
That's it. Level.
That's gone around all the angles into last gallery.
Last gallery.
And now a couple of last gallery chases.
Last gallery. Chase the last guy.
Finally finding that grill. He's been struggling for it all night, but
15-all.
it hasn't mattered in this set, or in the previous set rather.
Bop.
Brilliant retrieval from Steve there. Really showing off his chops. Diving into the backhand corner.
Yeah, it's one of those things with these champions. They can always find another level.
I do hope we get to see Steve's top gears.
I think they might be coming out tonight. If Levi's playing like this anyway, he'll have to reach that top gear if he's going to keep his dream of a career Grand Slam alive.
That's 15 receive leads. Ball 17. The second guy.
So, a few minutes ago, we had a question in the live chat from Sav Cremona. Sav's asked, will the final be marked in French? And the language of the marking is a negotiation between the marker and the players. There's only probably 3 or 4 players or markers on the floor of the tournament who can mark in French, Rod being one of them as the home pro. Levi can do it, Nick Howe can do it, and I believe Rob Fay can do it. Some disturbance down the side gallery. Oh. Oh wow, that was almost an amazing winning gallery from Virgona, running around it to play the boast. It just hit the bottom ledge and spun up. Anyway, he takes the first game. Loving that main wall from Gale.
15-all.
Virgona looking for the Tim Chisholm volley. So didn't quite get it out of the middle. And another frame. This hasn't been his best game of the night. I don't think we're seeing Virgona top gears.
No, I think
not yet.
We're seeing second gear.
That is Gale top gears though.
One game all.
Another main wall. Gets his first game of the third set. Oh no! Bando dead on.
15 love.
Extremely fortunate.
That's the fluky things that can happen in real tennis sometimes. That's more conventional. 3 in a row now to Levi Gale.
30 love.
This game can go on the highlight reel.
We did have a game of dead-ons at the 0-9s in Manchester a few years back. It was Lewis Williams against Darren Long. There was some 50 dead-ons total in the match. 75 targets in a best of 3.
Yeah, I recall the record.
And another one.
Oh my God.
So we've had, in the last
Levi
5
Gale,
points,
stop it.
4 dead-ons and a chase. As I think we'll just see a few of them on the highlights reel. Back to your question, Sav. What will tend to happen in France is if there's a sponsors evening on, and there are a large number of French people in the audience who may not be familiar with the game, then the marker will tend to mark in French for the benefit of the audience, but for the benefit of the players, given that they're all generally English or Australian or American, the players prefer it to be marked in English. Sometimes they'll do bilingual marking to meet the needs of both, but not all players can honour, remember all the chase names that easily. 40 love to Gale. How about that? That will get the crowd going.
What a joke. Levi Gale is on an absolute screamer right now.
Games. 2 games to 1. Pace. The line. Left.
I'm just going to say that Gale is in the lead in the match for the first time as of this last game. Because he went 3 love down in the first, never recovered. Second set he was worse a set down, and now he's ahead.
Man. 2 better than second guy.
As we see the point that gets us 2-1 Levi.
That is so sweet. It's
and
also
we will see it again.
To do that in a semi-final of the French Open against a player of Steve's caliber, who is formerly the world number 2.
Unreal composure from Gale.
Chase the line. 30 love, hazard, 2 better than second gallery.
I don't think many people in the audience have appreciated the quick thinking that's gone into that one from Gale.
I think Virgona's just looking a little undercooked at the moment. I think he's just making a couple more unforced errors than we're normally used to seeing from him. I think his decision making's not quite been as good as it can be. I mean, he's also, he hasn't nailed his serve, and that's what's giving Gale such an opportunity to hit these big forces. But on the precipice of a 3-1 lead in the third set, I think Gale will be very happy with the position that he's in, both on the scoreboard and in the way that the balance of the match is playing out. I think, you know, Gale's largely in control of the play at the moment, which is not an easy thing to do against Steve Virgona.
I'll be interested to see how Gale handles this pressure of potentially being 3-1 up. And ahead in the match.
That ball just stuck in the net for way longer than it should have.
3 games to 1.
Have you ever seen a ball plug in the net?
Yes, happens in Hobart all the time, man. Weird stuff happens where we're from.
Yeah, I forget how bizarre that place is. Physics doesn't apply.
No.
Last guy. Day 3. 2 chases.
Just going to point out, we are officially running over time.
Oh dear.
Having just clocked over onto 7 p.m. here in Paris, this is the time that, according to the schedule, we should be seeing Nick Howell and Robert Schenkman in the other semi-final, but this one might still have a long way to run.
Could potentially have a good couple of hours left in it.
This semi-final day 2 years ago started similar start times and finished about midnight.
Chase 3.
It's a great force from Gale asking the question of Steve on the backhand. Didn't have to be put in there hard, just accurate.
Yeah, Gale's forcing's been really accurate, and Steve's defence just hasn't been up to it. He's not been able to get rackets on it. That one tagged me.
So he's obviously taken problems with your commentary so far, Ben.
We are sat here in Hazard First Gallery, so.
First force we've seen off target for a little bit from Gale there.
Yeah, but
Did find the frame.
It was also a short chase, so he kind of had to go for it even if the shot wasn't on.
40-15. That's 40.
Well, that spun awkwardly away from him.
Game. 2 games to 3.
Is that the break that Virgona needs?
That high timber shot also flirted very, very close to the winning gallery. Gale has
So there's that serving variation on the railroad you asked for
15
about a
up.
set ago.
Yeah, I think Steve's serving's just stepped it up a notch in that last game.
Yeah,
He's
it's
forced Gale to misread a couple by a few inches, and he's not managed to get his weight behind them.
we are seeing a lot more variation in Virgona's serve. Oh,
Speaking of,
Oh.
there's a lefty. Is that a lefty caterpillar?
I don't know, but Nick Stenning serves it all the time, and it's really annoying. Shout out Nick Stenning.
Nick Stenning, for those of you who don't know, is from Hobart and played on the Australia Clothier Cup team this summer.
Arguably my best friend.
Ballsy love. Game. 3 games all.
It's a clean game from Virgona there to bring up 3-all.
Yeah, serving variations work well. It's completely neutralised Gale's force.
On fault.
Slightly riskier, so he's having to serve more second serves, but they're still very, very good serves. At this level of the game, we don't see loose second serves.
Fabulous finish from Virgona. Passing it into the Gale's forehand.
Do you get the feeling that Steve's perhaps taking the wind out of Levi's sails?
Levi doesn't want to think so.
Certainly not.
15 all.
But potentially, like this serving variation I do like.
Go.
It's just not letting Levi settle into a rhythm of any one particular serve, giving him the force. So Gale's having to get back into the rallying game. Oh, what a boast from Gale. Firstly, to get around the corners, and then the follow-up with the big force. He's still very much in this set. Oh, there's another one that's just spun awkwardly.
That's all.
That's real tennis.
Yeah, I have a feeling, boss, this game gets longer and longer. Gale's going to want to plant earlier for the forces, and he's going to get more misreads like that.
Ball to 30.
While they're still working, though, he's going to keep having a go.
So Virgona.
I shouted it. You called it and I shouted it. I said false. Yeah.
So Virgona So Rod can't actually see that. It is Virgona's call. Virgona put his finger up.
Okay, yeah. When you did this, I took your word for fault. I know, it was in the moment, but he put his hand out. I shouted fault. Immediately, and the game continued, but it doesn't matter. I shouted fault.
So what? Yeah. So the ball up and the high out of court. It is Virgona's call. Gale can protest that.
I can't see from here. Steve called it out.
So there's a bit of a discussion about it. So the way it goes is Steve has to call it. Rod did shout fault, but I think because Rob shouted fault instead of out of court, which is the French way of doing it, Virgona didn't acknowledge that it was a call from Rod and continued playing. He kept his finger up for the next couple of points, and I think what should have happened is Rod should have called time.
Yes.
I think that's where the mistake
a bit of ambiguity
made
there between the French and English marking systems. Fault, of course, in the English marking system not being used for out of court ever.
Yeah.
Where the out of court call is considered more proper, more correct. I guess we're seeing
Chase, last go.
an overturned decision though.
Great finish from Gale.
Doing a great job to regain his composure there.
Yeah. I'm not sure if the microphone's picked it up, but Gale was very animatedly frustrated that he did not think the ball from the previous rest was out.
Even worse is we've got no cameras covering that angle.
No, we don't. We only have 8, we need 12.
Advantage.
Sounds expensive.
Yes.
Yes. As it's going.
Lovely finish from Gale. Took the weight completely off of it. And put it in front of the timbre. Roger Davis in the live chat says a strong argument there for the marker to be at the net. For the purposes of getting the right call, perhaps, but for the purposes of not wanting to have people lose eyes or get knocked out, as has happened in the past, I think we're in an era now where personal safety is just the case that we cannot be asking our markers to be in the net.
Yeah, it's been a sort of a contentious question for the past 20 or so years, where especially in doubles there's been a move away from marking at the net
Advantage receiver. Hands at 1.
purely because of safety concerns. The players now hitting the ball so much harder than they used to. Exhibit A.
I think what it is an argument for is to have an assistant marker in the grill
Yes.
who can see those shots.
But perhaps at Fontainebleau up high on the back wall.
Yes, there's no up high position here, but yes. What a rally from Virgona.
Fantastic intensity from both players deep into the 7th game.
I think Virgona has lifted.
Game. 4 games to 3. Lovely. Long. First guy.
Physically here, Virgona exerting himself on every strike at the moment.
Chase 4. 2 chases. Vertical, chase first gallery and chase 4.
Yeah, I think the argument for having an assistant marker in the grill is being made more and more possible by more courts putting in either glass grills or netted grills for streaming purposes.
Yeah, it's common in America. All of your Australian ones tend to be interchangeable. Sydney's outside, so you've got to sit out in the cold.
It's a tougher ask, especially when there's no communication.
Yeah.
First gallery.
In the UK, there are now no netted grills. There used to be one.
So there you go.
Because the one at Prested's been removed.
Chase 4.
Brilliant boasting from Steve.
Lost chase. 15-40.
I think it's tempting to say that the controversy we had before has affected Levi. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just Steve's serving variation has just prevented him from playing a natural game.
Yeah.
I think that's been the difference, not the controversy. It's easy to point to it.
Because Levi's had a couple of bad breaks.
5 games to 3.
A couple of unlucky breaks in this match so far, but I don't think they've affected him at all.
Chase 2 worse than last gallery. No stroke. 15 love.
Takes another dead on, looking really strong for this set now.
He's definitely found at least 4th gear.
Yes. How many gears has he got?
30 love.
I want to say 6.
Sam Cremona reminding us that the Sydney grill window is openable, perfect for marking. There is, I think, I'm aware of at least one openable grill window in the UK that can be replaced by a net, and that's Cambridge Blue, but I don't think it has been done so for at least the last 10 years.
No, it's generally now the glass grill is
glass grill
more
is popular, or the Perspex.
Yeah.
So you've got the likes of Queen's and Hampton Court have they cover the grill with an advertising logo or so on. But the glass behind, or in RTC's case of Henry VIII, but that's just a picture on in front of the glass. So, set point now to Steve Virgona.
3 set points and a good chase.
Game.
And that will do.
Third set, 6 games to 3.
Gale's off to change his shirt, and we can look at some set stats. 31 minutes.
Third set.
Service end the place to be. I think the first 2 sets, at least one of those players had their serving percentage below 50%. Now they're both up at 60. But
Steve just doing a better job of controlling the service end.
Yeah, Gale hasn't really been looking for chases. He's been looking for that force. And it's just after that first game or 2, it just never came.
And to be fair to him, he's found an extra half a game of worth of openings over Steve. Whereas I think, yeah, the control of the service end has definitely been more important for Virgona. Setting lots of gallery chases with that average chase length out at 2 worse than first. Gale obviously hitting a lot of hazard chases to aid that as well. But Gale exclusively finding second, last chases on the floor off Nick rollers.
Yeah. Just keeping warm while Gale's off changing his shirt.
Showing off his consistency.
Yeah, I think he's gone to have a loo break as well, I hope.
Very potentially.
Which I don't dislike at this juncture, because that last set was running away from him quite quickly.
Yeah, a break in play is going to at least help to swing the momentum in his direction.
This match is somewhat reminding me of the match between Virgona and Robert Schenkman last year. Schenkman played really well for the first 2 sets. Won a set, had set point in another, and then Virgona just switched on, had the experience and the depth to be able to fully control the match for the last 2 sets and won them all quite quickly. I think there's a potential danger of that here again, if Virgona keeps hitting it the way that he's been hitting it. So it's going to take a lot for Gale to just recompose himself, start this next set afresh, and push on and potentially take it to a 5th.
Very potentially. I'd like to mention Levi's girlfriend Aisha in the chat, supporting voraciously from Essex.
Quite a few.
Lovely to see you, Aisha.
Been quite a few Essexites in the live chat giving plenty of support to Levi.
Is that the collective
It is now.
Okay, I see.
The word is denonym.
Some great ball knowledge from Gale Big there on
15 lap.
collective groups of people.
Fancy lap.
Oh, great hands. A quick Google search, Saxons.
Saxons.
Saxons. Which I quite like.
Yeah, it's very fitting.
I think Virgona's hitting the ball with so much more intense now. I think he was... to finish my thought, I think Virgona is just looking to push and press that shot just a little bit harder than he has definitely in the second set, and perhaps a little bit the third set, and just really try and take time away from Levi a lot more. He was doing it really well in the first set right at the start of the match, and I think it's just kind of gotten into a rhythm where he hasn't been quite so much, and it's kind of looking like it's back again.
Yeah, I'd also like to mention that Virgona's throwing in my personal favourite railroad variation, the ones from about 1/3 away from the battery wall across the court. One bounce, maybe two, in the nick, maybe not. Tight along the sidewall works especially well on courts with steeper penthouses like Paris.
Oh, great serve on the chase three.
40.
Finds the back wall PK, flush back wall PK. Good response from Levi.
And goes to deuce in the first game of the fourth.
Bruce Hogarth-Jones in the live chat, need a few galleries to get down the right end. I agree with your analysis there, Bruce. Levi has looked really strong from this end his last two sets. That took a long time to come down.
The ceiling at Paris is extremely high for those who are unaware.
Well, it's come out even further than it normally would. Looks like it's going to leave it for a hazard, but it came out for a fault. Which would be the better outcome for Levi. Oh, wow.
Advantage. Chase 15.
I thought Levi had lost that point a couple of strokes ago.
That's not the case.
Yeah, Virgona with the big shot that looked like it was going to be a winner, and then Gale just somehow gets some strings on it, gets it over Virgona's head and into the grill.
Yeah, I think we've seen a couple of straight forces from Virgona, which we haven't seen so far in this, very much in this
Chase
match.
15. Advantage. Receiver.
Oh, wow.
Frame over the low part of the net.
Dirty.
Deuce.
Dirty Nick Roller.
Oh, that's almost an insane defense.
Advantage.
Only Steve Virgona attempts that defense.
Last guy.
Yeah, because I'm not sure Cam does.
No,
No,
he opts for the dead weight volleys more
Yeah.
often than the boast volleys.
Yeah. On the backhand side, it is a bit more. But then he's got two-hander on the backhand,
Yeah.
hitting it back into the main walls.
He can hit it significantly later as well. With Cam's forehand grip, it's quite flat, so he has to take the ball quite far in front of him, whereas Steve's forehand grip is more open, so he can take the ball behind him and hit those ridiculous
Last guy.
million-mile-an-hour boasts.
I can't believe he's missed that, but it was a really good ball from Steve.
Deceptively good.
I was going to say he made the fact that he was going to boast a bit too obvious, but it still worked.
Yeah, it should be made plain to the viewers that that boast is travelling A, very, very quickly, and B, across you, but the spin's bringing it back towards you. So it's
First game, fourth set.
it's very difficult to read off the wall, the floor, in the air. It's just, you don't get much time to do any of it.
Up.
So first game goes to Levi of the fourth set.
Door.
Steve there opting for the galleries over hazards.
I mean, if you back yourself to hit
One worse than second go.
a gallery, why not, right?
Yeah,
And
I think that's the numbers play, especially after the most recent Real Tennis News article on should I leave that chase, determined that if you go by pure numbers, it's beneficial to hit every hazard chase into the galleries.
Yeah, there's a lot of data we can dig into that there, but I'll save that for another time, I think.
You need a Real Tennis News podcast.
Don't give me ideas.
Real Tennis
One worse
News
than second hazard.
becoming more of a feature on View from the Hazards, question mark.
For those of you who don't know, I also run Real Tennis News. RealTennisNews.com has daily match reports from all the big tournaments. as well as other ad hoc bits of analysis or history or so on. And A View from the Hazards is a podcast by two of the top players, Rob Schenkman and Ben Taylor-Matthews.
Matthews, if you're listening, we want a podcast.
Available on Spotify.
And all other podcast streaming services.
I listen to it on Spotify.
Most do. It is available in other places. So, plenty of content to get stuck into if this massive evening of real tennis doesn't satiate your desires. It should also be mentioned that Ben Gatenwick is basically Doctor Who and can report on 2 matches simultaneously.
I do have assistance in the form of the excellent squash journalist Jim Zug.
Thank you, Jim, for reporting on the World Championship in Newport.
Keep your comments coming in. Chasing the Hazard, Dan Warboys, massive performance by Levi. Consistency of serving and retrieving has been superb. I've got to agree with your analysis there, Dan. We've got Nathan Trengrove. Robert Schenkman is actually my hero. Can't wait to watch him perform later. #God. Shouldn't tell him about that comment.
Robert Schenkman, do not listen to that ever, please. Otherwise, we may never hear the end of it.
I think he might be up in the change room or at the gym.
Probably warming up
on this match, warming up for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And indeed confirmation that Robert Schenkman is indeed watching in the live chat. The only Dubai viewer, he says. Though I note that Dubai is where Nick Howe said a real tennis court should be built in the French Open program. So Gale here. He's approaching this second set well. He was 40 love down in the first game of this fourth set rather. 40 love down, and it looked like Steve was just going to run away with it, but Gale just fighting back, time after time. Took a nasty bounce off the underside of the bando. And then a sidewall nick. Almost very good. Yeah, keep your comments coming in. We'd love to see them. Love to see the engagement with real tennis.
As long as your name isn't Rob Schenkman specifically about that comment.
Again, you're watching the semi-finals of the Real Tennis French Open. We'll have another semi-final for you after this, immediately at the conclusion of this match. That will be Robert Schenkman and Nick Howe. Should have gone on 40 minutes ago, but it'll just have to be when it will be. And don't forget about the World Championships tonight as well, starting in about an hour in Newport.
I do hope I get to watch that.
I don't think I'm going to get to watch that.
15 love.
Sorry, Ben.
think there's a decent likelihood we'll be playing in Paris after they finish playing in Newport.
Could potentially only be 3 sets to play in Newport, with the potential 6 yet to be played here.
Oh. 6.5 to 7. You could have
6 3/4.
Yeah. And given how long sets take to play out in Paris. Fantastic shot from Virgona. And he's hitting that well, you know he's on form.
15-30. Ball to 15.
Not often you see Virgona in despair after a shot. He's normally just so calculated and methodical. Funky serve leads to funky rally.
We like funky serves. James Brown approves.
Game. 2 games to 1.
Mamel Vedon's attempt good as in there for Gale. Very difficult to read off both ledgers.
Love. Up. No chases. That's 15. Chase the door.
So another comment in the live chat from Aisha's Nana. That's Levi's potential future step-grandmother.
Grandmother-in-law.
Grandmother-in-law, sorry, thank you.
Very important distinction.
Thank you. Levi, you're doing well watching from Australia. So great to have you, Aisha's Nana. I think you can be very proud of how Levi is performing tonight.
I think all of Essex is going to throw a party for him when he gets back, potentially after this performance, let alone the result. This has been a worldly performance from Gale. Very well-rounded performance as well.
Yes, I mean, I think the thing is Steve is playing really well, and Levi's just matching him. I think it's too easy to look at the match between Steve Virgona and Josh Dodson at the US Pro, which Virgona lost, and I think Virgona was a bit undercooked going into that match. Don't get me wrong, Dodson played well as well, but I think this is Levi proving that he can play at the level of the top 8.
The door. Up.
2-2 here in the 4th set.
First gallery.
So that's hit the first gallery post. That ball was not originally going to hit the tambour. It bounced and it spun and kicked into the tambour, which I've not really seen before.
It's a great read from Steve off the floor.
Yeah, too bad that Gale was able to get the shot away on the next shot for the grill, but I actually think that grill count is very low, 7-6 for the 4th set. There goes a string. How much you charge for a restring, Sammy? Potential work for you.
For Levi, my friend, very special price, 15 quid. If anyone interested in my stringing services, if you like boards, you know who to ask.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that one's gone.
That is gone exactly where you hit railroads on the backhand side of the racket.
Yeah, we're sitting in the hazard first gallery, so we can see.
Inspecting Gale's racket, there is a lot of wear on the backhand side from the railroad. It's absolutely ripping that thing in as well. It's very impressive.
Yeah, so we see Gale every time we change ends. Steve changes ends in the first gallery. So we don't. Sitting here where we're sitting, we're not going to obviously relay his comments to us to you because they're made in private. But we have had some comments, some interactions, namely about score predictions.
First gallery.
No further comments will be added.
Yeah. So 40 love to Levi here in the 5th game of the 4th set. First gallery the chase. Searching for those galleries, just missed it high. And covering the hazards gave Virgona the opening onto the real corner. I'd characterise that serve as an overhead drag, not a railroad. That last serve.
The one that's like got sidewall, right hand sidewall serve spin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are we just going to call that serve the standing?
I think we may. But
no one will know what we're talking about.
no. It's a serve which cramps your opponent.
I think officially it's a left-handed African hunting dog.
Yes, but it has more spin on it, so I think...
Here it is again. But it's gone short this time. serve that's, for right-handers at least, is more commonly seen at the high levels, people coming in from lawn tennis.
Yeah.
Has different names at different clubs. Great finish from Gale. In Oxford, it's called the Mutton Shop after one of their members, Ron Mutton, who served it prodigiously.
Did he have much facial hair?
No, unfortunately.
It's 14. 2 chases.
Yeah, I think the African hunting dog is supposed to be served with more topspin than side spin. So
yeah, but it's still with for a right-hander with the lawn tennis regular serve action.
Around the outside action, yeah.
So for Virgona, as the left-hander is going to serve it with a right-hander's railroad action.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. This is one of those things where Chris Ronaldson probably has 10 variations upon it.
And all of them almost certainly pointless.
Yes.
Yeah. We love you, Chris. You have a lot of serves.
15-13, receiver leads, chase second gallery.
I think the African hunting dog on recollection is a Graham Hyman invention.
You tell me that. I can't fact you on that one. Fact check you on that
It's
one.
either him or Chris Ronaldson.
That's your chase 14.
They were good friends in the 70s.
Well,
They still are good friends now. They were close compatriots in competition in the 70s.
Almost was very good.
Horse 30.
But didn't quite get it into Hazard, the line. That's better from Gale.
Great timing there from Gale.
Deuce.
This set, he cannot let Virgona get close to him. If Virgona gets the lead, it's kind of lights out, curtains.
Chase 14.
4-2 up is significantly more winnable than 3-all down with
When you're
the
2-1 down in
receiver's
the sets, yeah.
Yeah.
Chase 13.
Here we go. 2 chases, 40-all. You see that clutch girl there from Gale again. I think the name for the left-handed African hunting dog with more side spin than top spin, I've come up with the Krampus, as in the Finnish
Chase
Sort of
14. Deuce.
demigod of Christmas who looks extremely terrifying.
Chase 14's tough on this
Chase
court because you
13.
don't really have any outs in terms of the galleries. You just got to keep putting it in there, hoping your opponent errors.
One chase. Game. 3 games all.
So having had points for 4-2, it's now 3-all.
The vital sevens. The stupendous seventh. Freddie Bristow's not here, so
Well,
we
there's more
can't.
work for you. You don't do Steve's rackets, do you?
Oh, I think he does his own, but
Oh, that racket's just, it's not even being put in the
no.
in the side gallery. That's
that
a
racket is. I think that racket's toast.
15
I didn't hear a
laps,
string go, so
lead.
that could be the frame giving up.
yeah.
Gale goes again with the aggressive main more dead on volley. Winning gallery for Steve. Fantastic tennis.
Last guy.
Service end. Vital for Gale in this game. And a fortunate net tape followed by a swiftly dispatched drill from Steve, providing game point.
Yeah, I think Steve being able to be on his toes and adjust to the net tape, reposition himself, be aware enough to play the forehand for the grill. It's just the awareness that he has on the court is unparalleled. It's what happens when you've been playing the game for, I want to say, 27 years, since he first made an Open debut, about 1998.
I want to say that his Open debut was at the age of 17 or 18.
I think so, yeah.
Which would make it...
With his bright blonde hair.
Which would make it...
Last guy.
At the age of 47.
Yeah.
29 or 30 years.
Yes.
Showing his experience calm on
Ball
game
game 3.
Playing a tight cut volley. A left-handed cut volley with two hands, a very scary prospect for anyone.
Yeah, because it just conjures up images of Cam destroying Rob with it in Newport in 2016.
A good left-handed cut volley will tie anyone up in knots though, let alone Rob Fay.
Hands 3. Batting up.
I think one of the things with Virgona's dead on hitting today is it hasn't been high pace.
No, it's been extremely accurate,
Yeah.
but a measured pace.
Yeah.
Whereas Gale's been swinging for the fences a lot more.
The Gale force.
Yeah.
So great defensive volley from Gale,
Hands 3.
hitting it straight back in the way it came. He's still fighting. He still thinks he can win it. Still got that belief.
You're never out of a match of tennis until the match has already been won.
I think the patron saint of that is Lewis Williams here 2 years ago against Josh Smith. It was 2 sets down, 5-2 down, 40 love down, chased one and won it.
Ball 15.
Commiserations, Josh Smith. That probably conjures up some bad memories for you. Gale winning the hazard with a high back wall again.
That was in or out? In. Game. 4 games all.
Actually, I think this is the first one he's done. He's done a lot in the early rounds, but the first time tonight he's really done that.
I think I've seen one more, but it was out of court.
Yes. Great hammer play from Gale, but even better finish from Virgona.
15 love.
Plays that dead weight shot that very few here in Paris can.
Passing up.
Gale rapidly running out of road now.
Must be now.
We're not playing rackets.
Henry Smith isn't here either. It's a creative way to get the hazard.
Yeah,
to get the chase.
I don't hate that as an option for, given the game situation.
Yeah, given the scoreline.
In the
In this game and the game situation, I think getting up the service end is just imperative.
Yes. Yes. Very much by any means necessary.
Yeah, and that was very much a last resort kind of shot.
Yeah, he didn't have an option for the galleries there, and hasn't been really hitting them as well as he perhaps would like. So unconventional, but it does mean that he does go down the service end with a very difficult chase to defend.
Yeah.
And 40 love down, and can only lose one more game in this set.
However, he is at the service end, and as
Yes.
we know, according to Real Tennis News, 58% of games
Receive
started at the
chase
service
the
end.
line.
Virgona's gone the high back wall.
Game.
Gale will look to trickle into the hazard galleries, couldn't quite execute it, and Virgona now one game away from a French Open final.
Up.
Gale has to do everything right from this moment on.
Started well for Virgona.
15 up. Ace 11.
I think that chase is the starting of the death note for Gale. Has he proved you wrong yet again? Manages to find the grill.
The door.
The good news for Levi is that chase the door is very much gettable.
Yeah.
Bad news is he's back down that hazard end.
And chase 11 is significantly more difficult to win.
And he just doesn't have the
Doesn't
luxury of time anymore.
Or the luxury of momentum,
Yes.
which cannot be overestimated in the game of real tennis.
15 all. Chase 11.
Oh, that's just wide.
Lost chase.
It's incredibly close.
That's 15. Chase the door. Up.
He's won the chase.
That's you.
Looking for the dead on, but
Let's see. Krampus.
30 all.
Up.
Some good prime Rob fake tactics from Levi there.
So, match point.
40-30.
Set something weird, Steve. Go on. You can do it. Wow, cut railroad. We haven't seen many cut railroads tonight.
Have it. First match point saved.
Advantage.
Point for 5-all. Must be now.
On the bubble. Well, Levi Gale stays alive.
Like the Bee Gees.
5 games all.
And we are into a
Still in this
decider.
match.
This is why we love real tennis. 5-all, anything can happen. Are we going to be here for 5 minutes or are we going to be here for 45 minutes?
Probably longer in that case.
It's going to be decided by the barest of margins. Oh, that's not good from Gale.
15 love.
If there was a time, and there never is, it would have been a while ago.
Oh, African hunting dog ace.
Fancy love.
Wow.
Go see it again. It's wrong-footed him. And we now have 3 more match points. And it's a hazard chase too, so it's very hard to defend.
Will we see a high back wall
Oh.
to win this on match point?
From Virgona? I don't think so. I think Virgona's
I-
going to try and slot a gallery. I think
I do hope so, though.
40 love.
I don't think so.
Hazard 3.
hazard 3 is the chase. Match point to Virgona. Serve was good, but it gave Virgona the option. Gave them the option of the galleries on the next ball. And Steve Virgona is into another French Open final with a chance to grab that elusive career Grand Slam on Saturday night. One last look at the match stats, just a tick under 3 hours. Levi hitting 20 dead-ons, great tally for him. Great match all round from Levi, really proving that he can match it with these top guys. You know, I think he came in the underdog tonight, and yeah, this loss will hurt. I think he will feel that he could have pushed it further.
However, at the end of the day, he's thoroughly outperformed expectation.
And anything he's ever done before. So I think when he will reflect on this in a couple of days' time, then I think he will understand just how well he's done and what that bodes for the future.
I think it's a very promising sign of things to come for Levi Gale.
Yeah, it's definitely been a breakthrough tournament for him, and well played to Steve Virgona. It's been, you know, we've seen it so many times over the years. These performances that he can bring out, and it's the champions who can do it on those clutch moments, like, you know, big bold thing, serving an African hunting dog on your 5-all deciding game. Right?
Serving an African hunting dog, Nick. Yes. At 15 love up.
Yeah, so that's all from us in this match. I've been Ben Gaismick, I've been with Sammy Legg. We will be back very shortly for the other French Open semi-final, and that's between Robert Schenkman and Nick Howell, another breakout performance potentially on the cards for Robert and Nick, looking to win his second Open title. So that will be a great match to follow. And if you have a spare screen, also tune into the United States Court Tennis Association channel for the second day of the World Championships. That is being played over in Newport, and Camden leads 4 sets to love. And that will take place starting in about 20 minutes' time. So from all of us here in Paris, it's been a pleasure to have you with us this evening, and we look to see you back here very shortly. Goodbye.
On est là. N'oublie pas de te filmer en Bordeaux. Oh, à Bordeaux, en France. Ouais.